guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as usual, my new subscribers, welcome. You are very much appreciated in this channel. And today I have a special guest. For the first time I have a guest in my channel. This is my friend. She speaks Spanish and German. For today's video we are going to be speaking German, but my role is going to be translating for you what she's saying. I'll let her introduce herself and then I tell you what we are going to do today.
Hallo, ik ben Marel Discasser und bin als Gast hier bei Priscilla. Sehr gerne beantworte ich ein paar Fragen, die sie mir machen wird für euch.
Yeah, she said her name is Marelvis. She's my friend. I invited her over today, and I'm going to be asking her questions. What we are dealing with today is we are going to talk about points or just important things to make sure that your relationship stays stable, and not only stable but interesting, that you don't have a boring relationship. Let's keep the fire burning. So I'm going to be asking her questions, what she does to make her relationship, and then she's gonna answer them and I'm going to translate to you. As we do that, she's teaching me how to make empanadas. Empanadas is like, in my country, Kenya, is like samosas, but she's going to make empanadas Colombian because she's from Colombia. Stay tuned, guys. This one is gonna be a good one. Okay, guys, so now we have everything ready. We've prepared everything, we have cut everything, and now we're just going to take you through all the ingredients, and we are making the dough that she's gonna use for the empanadas. Remember, I told you, if you are in my country, Kenya, we are making something similar to samosas. And if you're in another country, you know what is empanada, I'm sure. Okay? So now she's going to show us how she makes the dough.
Ich nehme ein wenig, also halbe zum Probieren. Nehmen wir. So ungefähr. Es kommt drauf an, wie viele Leute du hast, oder? Mehr so spitzelig. Und hier hast du das heiße.
Ja.
Super con ohne kalt.
Ja.
Sie sind natürlich, wie wir das machen kann. Das kann sehr gut nehmen für euch. Du kannst sehen, wie wir das machen. Das ist super.
So, wir brauchen 1 Liter.
1 Liter. Genau. 1 Liter Wasser.
So guys, you saw that I took water directly from the tap. Don't think that this is just a normal warm water tap. I have an integrated water cooker, so the water is cooked 100 degrees. So don't misunderstand me there, right? She need 1 liter water. And now I add, and then we add some salt. Wie viel Salz brauchst du ungefähr?
Zeig mal. Nach Gefühl, du kannst sagen,
She just, with you feel with your stomach how much salt you need, but approximately, approximately 1.5 teaspoon of salt for 1 liter water. And then just, yeah. And then you stir, and then just taste the water. Yeah. Ja.
Probierst du vielleicht?
Aber nach was wiege ich diese Salz? Es sollte nicht so salzig sein und nicht so...
Nein, es soll normal gesalzt sein.
Ja. Don't put... The reason why you should taste it is just to make sure that the amount of salt that you put is just okay, not so salty and not so, And then now she's adding the salted water
so wie sie zu Hause kocht,
to the milk. This this flour is actually, this is maize flour, maize. But for example, if you're in a country where you cannot get this flour, I'm just going to zoom it up for you or put it up here so that you can see. This one, you can get it in the Turkish shop or even in the Indian shop.
Yes.
But if you're in a country where you cannot have this, use the samosa dough to prepare the empanada, okay? Well,
Exaktamente. Rühren und nachher musst du eine homogene Form.
and then you just stir it as she's doing, stir. It looks very hard at the moment, but I think it's gonna be okay in a moment.
Und wenn
Okay?
hart ist, sie kann immer noch ein wenig Wasser.
Yeah, when it's hard, if it's still hard, like you can see, it's really still hard. So just add some water, until you get the right consistency.
Exakt.
Now look at it.
Zuerst rühren, oder?
Yeah, and
Wenn
then you
sie
stir.
Nachher ist ein wenig warm, aber wenn sie, dann kann sie zum Beispiel, kann sie mit der Hand,
And then you can use your hands just to make it soft as you want.
kneten. Dann kann sie kneten.
Yeah.
Dann kannst du anfangen mit den kleinen Kugelchen,
Ja.
ungefähr so.
And then she's just going to create small balls, as you can see. Ooh, she's a professional. Look at her. Oh my goodness. Guys, I wish I showed you how this woman was cutting these veggies, guys. Like I was like, come on. Can you teach me? If I will do that, all my fingers will be gone. Look at her. Nice. So let's see how far she will come. So guys, as we prepare the dough, as she continue making these movements, we are going to talk about the topic that I promised you, and we just want to discuss some important points to consider to just make your relationship stay interesting, stay mesmerized, no boredom in the relationship. And she said the point number one that she really find important is be yourself. Don't make a mistake of changing yourself when you come to a relationship. So now she's going to give us the points about how can you be yourself, why you should be yourself, and then I'll translate, of course.
Yes. Also, sehr wichtig in einer Beziehung ist es, selbst zu sein.
Ja.
Also, sie nicht in so vorspielen, eine Persönlichkeit, eine Identität vorspielen, sondern selbst sein, sie zeigen, wie man ist und nicht etwas zeigen, die sie nicht sind. Oder, weil das kann so eine Enttäuschung von unserem Partner sein, kann eine Enttäuschung, das kann zum Beispiel zur Frustration und bis Trennung führen, oder? Also von ganz Anfang an ist es wichtig, dass man sie zeigt,
wie man ist.
Authentisch, weil wenn man eine falsche Identität zeigt, mit der Zeit zeigt sie wieder die wahre Identität. Und das ist genau, was eine Enttäuschung bringt. Ganz genau ist das.
Okay. So she said, it is very important to be yourself from the word go. Don't just, don't be someone else. Don't act to be someone else. Because if you do that, you will automatically get tired with time. It will not take long and then you get tired. Also, it will lead to frustrations because you always have to, to be that, you always kind of have to wear some cover of somebody you are not. Be authentic, just be you from the word go. If you are that crazy girl, be that crazy girl from the word go. If you are a person of temper, be that person of temper from the word go, so that your partner learns to either decides to accept your temper, for example, or learns how to go, to deal with your temper, or also you get together you get a solution on how you can deal with your temper. You know, so be you from the word go. Etwas was different. Am Anfang sagte, du bist das.
Mein Freund hat mir etwas gesagt,
Ja.
ganz schön.
Ja.
Ich habe ihn einmal gefragt, was hat dir an mich gezogen?
Ja.
Weil damals hat er auch Kontakt mit jemand anders.
Ja, ja.
Und er hat mir gesagt, deines Wesen.
Ja,
deines Wesen
ja.
hat mir gefallen.
Ja.
Oder?
Okay, yeah.
Genau.
Like for example, we're just going to give an example of our direct relationship. I asked her what was the typical thing that your boyfriend said or your partner said when you met that made him wanna be with you, and then she just said that he said her presence just made him, just attracted him, her presence. For example, my husband from the beginning, he said, he said, I'm very dominant, I'm a dominant partner. And he knew that from the beginning. It's not something that he learned with time. He knew that from the beginning, that I'm dominant and I like to be, you know. Let's get to the next point. So the point number 2, she said, you should have respect, acceptance and appreciation.
Exactamente. Sei zu deinem Partner respektvoll.
Ja.
Akzeptiere ihn, wie er ist. Und Wertschätzung ist etwas so wichtig. Wenn ihr etwas macht, muss ihm sagen, wie gut du das findest, damit er diese Wertschätzung hat. Das ist sehr wichtig. Respektvoll gegen unseren Partner. Etwas wichtig ist nicht diese antrainierte Verhalten zu haben. Es gibt Leute, die trainieren ihre Partner, weil sie wollen genau so, dass der Partner ist, wie sie gerne mochten, wie sie selber sind. Und verlangen von ihrem Partner, das zu tun oder das nicht zu tun,
was ihnen nicht passt.
Was sie eigentlich nicht wollen.
Okay,
aber um ihre eigenen Bedürfnisse zu befriedigen, oder verlangen das. Und das ist giftig für die Beziehung. Das macht die Beziehung kaputt.
She said, learn to respect your partner, just treat him with respect. Learn to accept your partner. Don't try to change your partner. Never ever try to do this. Never ever try to make your partner to be somebody he or she is not, you know. So like you just want, you are like modeling that person to be that kind of a person you want them to be, so that you actually satisfy your ego with it. Don't do that. Just accept your partner the way he is, and then just respect your partner, appreciate your partner. Just if they do small things, just show them that you really do appreciate. Back to cooking. Look, we have our dough. She prepared them. They are ready. We are going to set that aside, and then she's going to prepare the meat. She is from Colombia. Temperament is high over here. Caliente. Unfortunately, we cannot make. Unfortunately, I cannot make some salsa music over here or some. Was ist die Name von dieser Musik von deinem Land? Wie heißt es?
Bachata.
No, not bachata. This is typical cumbia. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot make some cumbia music over here because otherwise you're gonna get a copyright. But she's a very good dancer, I tell you. Anyway, back to the video. First brauchen wir Fleisch.
Fleisch tun wir kochen, muss übersetzen, und tun wir ganz alles vorbereiten. So we are taking mincemeat, beef mincemeat, okay? We are taking a pan, and then we are taking some oil, as she said. You will say stop. Wunderschöne Flasche.
Du musst sagen.
Zeig mal. Noch ein wenig. Ist gut.
Stop. Ein wenig. Wunderschöne Flasche. So guys, for the meat, we are taking the beef meat, beef mincemeat, and then we are going to use some beef, and then she's gonna use some curry, and then she's gonna use some cumin. I don't know if it's called cumin in English.
Kummel.
Kummel is Deutsch.
Ah ja, genau. Ja, das Ding. Also, Kumin.
And now we prepared the pan and the oil is there, so she's gonna put the meat there.
Yeah.
Put that. Adding some salt. Just very little. You have to taste your meat, guys. You have to taste your meat. You have to know how you want your meat. Because as foreigners, we don't cook with measurements. I said this once in my video. We cook with our stomach, you know, and the mouth and tasting. It's an emotional thing, you know.
Yeah.
And then now she's adding some cumin.
Yeah.
If you don't like cumin, you can leave it. You can add something else.
Cumin is very wichtig. Das macht einen intensiven Geschmack. Das ist sehr wichtig.
She said that cumin is very important because it just gives that intensive taste.
You know, it's curry.
And then now she's going to add some curry.
Ungefähr eine Löffel.
1 teaspoon of curry.
Bouillon.
And now you add some.
1 spoon with bouillon.
No, it's not called bouillon.
Bouillon is Maggi.
You add 1 spoon of beef cube or beef. Yeah, that's beef. I don't know how you add it. We call this beef cube in my country because it comes in cubes, but it's the same thing. Just the one is in a powder form or granular form. And now stir your meat, mix all the spices. Stir your meat severally is when you are going to put your vegetables. And now, guys, let me introduce you to the vegetables. We have
Onions.
We got red onions. She took 1 red onion.
Ganz fein geschnitten.
Yeah. She cut them very small. And then she just going to add some garlic. That was like 4 cloves of garlic.
Dan maken we die 3 verschillende farben van pepperoni.
And now she's going to add bell pepper. She took a half of red bell pepper, a half of a green one, and a half of the yellow one. So she add that. And then she adds some fresh onions. Those were like 3 bunch of fresh onions. Oh my God, guys! Look at this mix.
Jetzt kommt Stange Celery. Ich weiß nicht, wie das heißt auf Englisch.
And now she's going to add celery. This is also the fresh one. Or the baby, I don't know if you call them the baby celery. She's going to add that. I'm telling you, my home is smelling heavenly. And now she's going to add the carrots. She took 2 carrots. And then she's going to add cholesterol or coriander.
Sehr wichtig, dass eine sehr intensive Geschmack gibt.
She says it's very important that you get that intensive taste, you know, That's why she added a lot of onions and celery and the coriander. And she says it's very important. That's what makes this recipe very delicious, because it has to be intensive from fresh veggies. Guys, so far the meat is done. She said it's very important that you don't cover your meat, because if you cover your meat, the vegetables are gonna, give, you know, they're gonna produce some water, and you don't want that. You want the mixture to be kind of dry, you know, to be dry. Otherwise, you know, it's the same way if you do the samosas or you don't want any sauce in the meat. So the next step now, we are going to start filling the empanadas, and she said you must not wait until your meat gets cold. Normally we let that cool a little bit before we do the samosas, but she said you don't have to do that. So now we're going to the next step, and as we go to the next step, we are going to the next point of a tip to a stable relationship. Now we are going to start folding, not we, she is going to start folding the empanadas, empanadas, and we're just going to see what she's doing. So get started.
So, wenn trocken ist, ein wenig Wasser hier in der Nähe haben, damit es ein wenig weich wird.
Yeah. And then she said, if you take your dough and it is a bit hard, just put your hand in the water and then just tap it. And then what you need a foil, and you need this kind of board. You can take your chopping board, okay? And then she press that like that. She's like kind of pushing it a little bit. I will try one to see if I can do it, And then now she opens it. Then she is going to add the meat. In the middle. Add your meat in the middle. And now as we continue, let us get to the next point of how to have a stable, lively relationship. And then she put the meat in the middle, and after she put the meat in the middle, she just wrap it over, and then she press with the finger. She cuts that with the finger. She just press, and now look. Oh la la! Mucho caliente. And then that's how it looks like. Wow, this is so interesting. And then you always just put the rest aside. I guess she's gonna use it finally. She's getting the job done. She has already done some. And as we get to our next topic, so the next topic, the next point is communication. I know if you go to YouTube, go to ask a friend, ask anybody, they will say good communication is very important. But what is good communication? What exactly makes a good communication?
Ja, Kommunikation. Mit den anderen reden ist sehr wichtig.
Ja.
Nicht zusammen mit jemandem leben. Und die Beziehung basiert sich nur Routinen. Sie stecken in den Routinen. Und das ist wichtig, sich kommunizieren zu können. Weil es kann nicht sein, dass man zusammenlebt und dann weiß man nicht, was passiert im Kopf von meinem Partner, was denkt er. Und sie miteinander kommunizieren bedeutet, du mittelst, du fragst, du zeigst oder du sagst, wie du dich fühlst, was du erlebt hast, welche deine Bedürfnisse sind, was dich beschäftigt, was dir Angst macht. Und natürlich auch musst du den anderen, deinen Partner, fragen, wie er sich fühlt und was er möchte, oder?
Yeah, so she said, let me try to remember, when she does a lot, I forget the process. So she said, good communication means that you even look to communicate, don't let the everyday life consume both of you, that you don't even talk about the important daily routines. You are both busy, your husband is going to work, you are going to work, you have kids and so on. Most likely people just tend to forget to communicate. Of course you communicate, but it is very important that, she says it's very important that you ask each other what's bothering you, how are you, and listen attentively when the person really tells you how they are doing, what is bothering them, or what is going on in their life. It is very important that you know what's going on in your partner, because at the end of the day, we are individuals. We are different, even if you are 10, 20, 30 years together. It is very good to know what is going on with your partner.
Ja, Sprachlosigkeit ist giftig für eine Beziehung. Entzieht die Beziehung die Lebendigkeit.
She says when you don't communicate, when you don't really take time to talk, to each other, to talk together, you are actually, it's toxic for a relationship, because then you are actually, it takes that, that jovialness of a relationship, it takes it away, because you get so much consumed with the daily routines that you kind of no longer intentionally take time to listen to one another. Now, the next point is unintended positive interaction in a relationship.
Jawohl.
Was heißt das genau?
Das heißt, du kannst deinen Partner zum Beispiel loben, du kannst deinen Partner überraschen, du kannst deinem Partner sagen, wie du so gut das gefunden hast, was der romantische Essen für deinen Partner machen. Zeit für ihn nehmen, ein romantisches Essen mit Kerzen, mit Rotwein. Und natürlich eine wunderschöne Essen und du bist das Dessert.
Oh my goodness, okay. This Colombian woman, she's gonna make
Compliment machen.
She's gonna finish me. So she said positive interaction is, for example, appreciating your partner, telling them what they did good and how they did good, do something for them, give them a present, not necessarily, I don't mean go to the shop and buy them the most expensive watch or the most expensive bag if it's a lady, but she says like a wonderful dinner, or just a nice lunch date, or go somewhere together, just the two of you, and then when you cook a fantastic meal, be the dessert, she says. That's
dessert.
So,
sexy.
Okay, she means with that, I know her, she means with that when you cook a romantic dinner, something lovely for your partner, don't forget to dress well. Or if you are a man, dress well as well, cook for your lady, and then apply some nice perfume and just try to, communicate that there is gonna be a better part of the story later. I don't have to say that here. And before we talk about communication, somebody can talk to you. Yes, that person talk. Maybe you even ask that person how they are. But now, the most important part of it is listen attentively. Listen to what that person is saying. Show the person that. Let her tell us. Sometimes I don't tell
Wenn wir unsere Partner zuhören, wir nehmen ihn wahr. Fühlt sich von uns wahrgenommen. Fühlt sich sicher. Und das zeigt, wir zeigen unsere Partner, ich bin für dich da. Ich höre zu. Ich bin für dich da. Ich helfe dir. Du bist für mich wichtig. Und das gibt uns Sicherheit.
Okay. She says, listening attentively means that you really show the person, when you listen attentively, you show the person that you are taking the person serious, that you are really there for that person. That person will feel accepted and, taken serious, and will really appreciate and even open up and really tell you everything how they are feeling. And
wenn wir unsere Partner zuhören, Augenkontakt und zuhören. Wir zeigen unsere Partner eine emotionale Präsenz. Emotionale Präsenz. Ich bin da für dich.
Okay, I'm gonna try to translate that one. So she said, when you show your partner that you are listening, then the way you can show your partner that you are listening is by eye contact. You cannot be saying, yes, babe, I'm listening, and you're just going somewhere. Eye contact, and when you make the eye contact, you are really showing this person that you are emotionally there for your partner.
Emotionale Präsenz.
You are emotionally present.
Das gibt eine Verbindung. Das gibt in der Beziehung eine Verbindung.
And this emotional presence it creates some kind of a connection. She's in her Colombian. she's in her computer,
Ja.
and then she says that it creates
Ja.
a very intense connection to
Genau,
both of you.
Nähe.
You know, you feel attached, you know. Huh? Okay.
Oui.
Oui, moi. Okay, okay. We are getting there. Let's get to the next point. Point is, she told me that every human being, as we talked about it before, every human being needs some kind of privacy. Now, I want her to tell me, how do you take or how do you give privacy? Did I just say privacy? Privacy in a relationship. Wie kann man jemand eine Privatsphäre geben in einer Beziehung? Das ist nie einfach, wenn man zusammen ist, weißt du, wie kann ich von meinem Mann eine, weißt du, meine Privatsphäre nennen?
Muss man erkennen.
Ja.
Es gibt Situationen, wo
Ja.
der Mann oder die Frau sagt, yes, oder nicht, vielleicht nicht so richtig zuhört, weil er selber seine Privatsphäre will, weil wir sind konstant und wir reden immer, wir wollen immer seine Dinge.
Ja.
Aber wir müssen erkennen, wann braucht mein Partner und wann verlangt mein Partner diese Privatsphäre. Wenn mein Partner sagt, jetzt möchte ich für mich, jetzt möchte ich ein Buch lesen, diese Privatsphäre, diese Zeit muss man ihm geben und respektieren.
Yeah, okay. So she's saying, for you to give the privacy, you need to realize and you need to get to know that my partner is right now in need of his peace. You know that peace, that boundary, he just needs it.
Zurückziehen.
He needs it. And when you realize he needs it, please give it to him.
Ja, es gibt Situationen, wo unsere Partner oder wir selber brauchen einen Platz. Wir brauchen und wir wollen diese Platz schaffen. Wir wollen diesen Platz, wir wollen nicht, jetzt kannst du nicht in diesen Bereich kommen. Jetzt gibt es einen Platz und das muss man respektieren, das muss man akzeptieren vor allem.
She says that every human being needs that kind of a privacy, needs that kind of a space, and it is important, it is very important for you as a partner to respect that moment. You realize that person that just need their space, you know, give them that space, respect that they need that space.
Empanadas. Das Beste con empanadas y es con das Beste.
Hey, Izuma, she always makes me laugh like a crazy person. Anyway, we are coming. Wollen wir jetzt sagen? Oder wollen wir unsere Empanadas jetzt fertig machen? Sonst schauen sie nicht mehr, die Empanadas. No, I'm kidding. So, the next final step, the final point, there are so many ways on how to have a lively, you know, stable relationship, but we just took a few, otherwise we'll be here tomorrow. So she said that the most important thing, or not most important, but one of the most important things in a relationship is sex.
Yes.
And how is it important? How does it make the relationship function? Weißt du, klar. Let me just try to ask the question for her to give me the right answer. You see, in jede Beziehung, also jede Beziehung, ich will nicht vor alle reden, aber ich denke, jede Beziehung, wenn sobald das eine Frau und ein Mann zusammen sind, sie haben Sex. Wenn sie am Anfang von der Beziehung hat man viel Sex, oder? Ja. Aber im Verlauf von Zeit, wenn man 10 Jahre zusammen ist oder 15 Jahre, wird das zur Routine oder sogar manche machen ab, wenn sie Sex haben. Deswegen ist eigentlich normal, dass man halt Sex hat zusammen. Aber wie meinst du mit Sex ist sehr wichtig? Oder wie soll man das ein bisschen besser machen, wenn man 10 Jahre zusammen ist? Ich kenne jede Position von meinem Mann.
Ja.
Und der meine auch.
Dann kann man immer wieder etwas Neues, ich muss Fantasie wollen.
Aber wie kann ich ständig fantasieren, Marelvis? Ich kann nicht, manchmal ich habe keine Fantasie mehr. geil.
Ja, muss man sie in verschiedene Facetten zeigen.
Oh,
In
caliente,
verschiedene-
caliente.
In
Okay.
verschiedene Facetten.
Und welche zum Beispiel?
Heute bin ich die ruhigere, aber plötzlich gehe
Ja.
ich nach oben, ziehe ich mich ganz schön erotisch.
Ja.
Und das trotzdem ein paar Sätze,
Ja.
komme ich nach unten,
Ja.
präsentiere mich das,
Ja.
mache zum Beispiel, wieso nicht, eine Striptease mal für meinen Mann.
Oh,
Eh?
she said, point
Oh.
number one, I asked her, now, when I'm so many years together with my partner, you know, these fantasies are gone. You no longer know what to do, or you became comfortable,
Vorbereitung.
or you
Vorbereitung
became
ist
comfortable. So she says that you have to try to be creative. You have to have fantasies in your sexual life. And then she says, like, I ask how, because I don't, you know, sometimes I don't know. And then she says, you can wear sexy attires, and then you can also just do some striptease for your partner. Yeah, do men do striptease? Comment down below if men do. Comment down below if men do striptease too. Men who follow Priscilla, I want you to comment. Tell me you know striptease too. Tell me. Okay, was noch? Also schon anziehen.
Es gibt, ja genau, aber nicht nur das, eine glückliche Mann.
Ja.
Ein glücklicher Mann,
Ja.
was wir vorher gesagt haben,
Ja.
mit Interaktion.
Ja.
Interaktion,
Ja.
Wertschätzung,
Ja.
ein Geschenk machen,
Aha.
ein schönes Essen.
Aha.
Das sind so wie Vorbereitungen.
Oh,
sind Vorbereitungen.
Ja.
Das hält ein Mann immer glücklich.
Yeah. She said, yeah, this is a side man. She says that a happy man, because you already gave him his space he needed, you cook a fantastic meal, you show him that you are listening to him, you appreciate him, you know, all these things that we talked about before. She said, when you do all that already, you are already preparing him mentally to be productive. Ist das Gleiche bei Frauen?
Ja.
Funktioniert auch umgekehrt?
Das ist genau das Gleiche. Ein Mann, die dir nicht sagt, oh Scherzerle, schau mal, dieser Arsch, wie schön du bist. Und dann kommst du in, ja, hey, am Schluss will ein Mann nicht.
Ja.
Ein Mann im Bett, oder? Wir brauchen als Frauen brauchen das, aber die Männer auch.
Ja.
Die Männer brauchen das auch.
I asked her if this is vice versa, if this is something that also function with the women, and she's like, yes, of course. If your partner never sees your beautiful popo that your mama gave you, and even comment it, or if he's not making compliments, if he's not giving you space when you need it, and all this the kind of things, so you're also emotionally not ready for twa.
Und etwas wichtig. Sei nicht zu für neue Sachen. Sei offen für neue Sachen. Für neue Fantasie, für neue sexuelle Fantasie.
Ja.
Sei offen für neue Spielzeuge zum Beispiel zu benutzen. Hilfsmittel, oder?
Ja.
Sei offen für das. Überrasch dich nicht, wenn dein Partner dir plötzlich sagt, ich möchte gerne heute zum Beispiel irgendetwas, eine Position oder irgendetwas anderes Neues ausprobieren. Oder?
I'm lost.
Sei offen für das.
Okay. Now, she said, in a relationship, in your sexual life, be open for new things, be open to make experiments, be open to try new things. If your partner wanna try a toy, if your partner wanna try a new position, be open for that. At least try. It does not mean you force yourself, but at least you're ready to learn.
Ja.
Was noch?
Was noch? Was kann ich dir sagen?
Das was funktioniert ganz gut bei dir.
Ja, nicht. Auch wenn man keine Lust hat.
Ja.
Sei bereit, dein Mann oder Freund, eine Freundin zu machen. Auch wenn du keine Lust hast an diesem Tag für Sex.
Ja.
Mach mal.
Ja.
Aber ich zum Beispiel, ich hatte Situationen, wo ich keine Lust hatte, aber doch bereit war.
Ja.
Das ist etwas anderes.
Ja.
Lust und bereit zu sein.
Ja.
Weil manchmal hast du keine Lust und bist du auch nicht bereit. Aber ich hatte keine Lust, aber ich war bereit, ihm eine Freude zu machen.
Okay. She says sometimes, you know, it's not every time that you are in the mood of twa. So when you're not in the mood, at least maybe if your partner is in the mood, it does not have to be a routine. I must correct, you know, don't come for me. So if you are you are not in the mood and he's in the mood, at least make a sacrifice. You can make a sacrifice. Maybe your head wants, but nothing is going on. So at least just try, you know, just try. Be ready to make your just fulfill the wish of your partner. Not every time saying, I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the mood. It is the end of our topics. Now we're going to finish the empanadas and then we show you the end results. Of course, it was my pleasure having it was my pleasure having this crazy Colombian girl with me in my channel. I hope you had fun. If you did like I did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and please come again. Don't come once and go forever, okay? Bye guys.
Bye bye.
So guys, this is how far we've come. You even see it becomes dark that we switch on the lights. It's winter in Switzerland and already at 4:30 it is dark. So we have the lights on. Now she's just frying them just like the way you fry normal samosas or spring rolls. So guys, here are the empanadas. We are finished. You see how they look yummy.